And this dish, I hope you like it as much as I like it, but it is really something exceptional. So here we go. So this time I'm going to start with the turkey thigh meat. And I don't know if you remember, tenemos más guantes, por favor? The thigh meat, remember I took the bone out and I cut it into nice pieces, just like this with the skin on. Okay, so what are we going to do with this? Necesito más. Okay. So what we're going to do with this is this. We're going to marinate this in a really interesting spice called sumac. Sumac is acidic. It is one of my favorite spices. It's like lemony. I'm going to put a bunch of sumac on. I'm going to add a few other spices. I'm going to put in some cinnamon. I'm going to put in some allspice. Some turmeric. I'm going to put in some salt. Little black pepper. Now, one of the important things whenever you're cooking a dish from Palestine is the olive oil, because they grow a lot of olives. So, I'm going to put in some olive oil into this mixture. Yeah, that's nice. I'm going to take the olive oil, I'm going to mix it up. I probably put in too much because I wasn't looking. And then what I would do is I would marinate this. And after marinating for 10 or 12 hours, then what I do, and if you talk to anybody from Palestine and you ask them about this dish, it's called musakhan. Musakhan is typically not made with turkey, but turkey thighs are fabulous in musakhan. So, the important thing is actually this. And anyone from Palestine will say, oh, the onions. Because you take a lot of onions, and then you take the turkey, you place it skin up on top of the onions. You take that wonderful olive oil and you pour it into the onions. And then you put it in the oven. And you bake it until the turkey is tender and the onions are soft and luscious. And then you present it in the following way. And honestly, I spent a lot of time in that part of the world, and I love to make this dish because I think it is truly a very, very special dish. So here we go. So what we do, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take pita bread, and put the pita bread. Can you see okay? Ah, great. You put the pita breads on the bottom of a tray. This is actually a really important part of the recipe, and I'll show you why in just a second. Pita breads have to line the entire bottom. Great. So then, we have our dish here. I'm just going to take the turkey pieces out real quick, set them off to the side. Now the color, the dark color on the outside, is because they were roasted, but more importantly, it's because of the sumac that's on the outside of the turkey. It gives it that really beautiful, beautiful color. Again, it smells really good. And right now it's not even that warm. And then, see all this juice in the bottom? That's the turkey juice, the onion juice, the olive oil, and all the spices cooked in the onions. This is why people from Palestine will say, ah, the onions. Because what I do then is I take this and I put this right on top of the pita breads. The pita bread absorbs the juice from the onions. And you can see there's a lot of onions. just like so. Spread the onions around. Now I'm showing you the traditional way of serving this. I've also served it like in a restaurant, like individual little portions, and I made a little stack of little pita breads. It was cute and delicious. But this is the traditional way. And then you take the turkey and you position the turkey thigh meat on top of the pita bread, or I should say on top of the onions on top of the pita bread. And you know, one of the beauties of turkey thigh meat is, you know, you really cook it until it just becomes meltingly tender. You saw that with the barbecue. We could do a whole seminar just on barbecue in the United States and the role that turkey can play in it. Then I take a little yogurt. The yogurt's just going to give it that little bit of acidity. Also makes it look really, really pretty. And then I add 3 ingredients. I take roasted pine nuts. I sprinkle them across the top. I take roasted almonds. I put roasted almonds across the top. And then I finish it with a little bit of chopped parsley. I've also seen this done where you put a little bit of pomegranate seeds on, which is really pretty. And that is musakhan, made with turkey thigh meat.